Yo guys, what is going on? With week 2 of the playoff event coming out yesterday and getting Nazem Kadri, it has sparked a second wind, and it has brought me to the desire of making a playoff theme team. So we're gonna get into it. We're gonna make a playoff theme team. I'm gonna show you beforehand the theme team that I was running. I hadn't got a chance to show you guys yet. I was building it up, getting it ready to show you. But with this, we're coming off of the theme team and we're going to a playoff theme team. It's going to take a minute to build it, but it's going to be fun. I'm going to do the best I can, and I hope you guys enjoy this. And we're going to run this team probably right into Summer of Chell 3.0, Summer Sizzlers, whatever they call it. But the Summer of Chell event that comes out, this is probably going to be the team we run up until then. And then when Summer of Chell drops, we'll take everything and we'll put it towards that. So let's get into it, guys. Let's first look at the team I had, and then how we're going to build this playoff theme team. If you do like this video, guys, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget that sub button down below so you don't miss anything in the future. But let's see what team I had. Now, this team was fun to use. It was a work in progress. It was something that I was getting going. But the first line is only first round draft picks. So Matt Sundin, Matthews, William Nylander, they were all drafted in the first round so that they could go on my first line. The second line was all, second round draft picks. So if you weren't drafted in the second round, I couldn't use you on this line. The third round was third liners. So anybody taken in the third round could have gone on me on my third line, but this is what we came up with, and it was a great third line. The fourth line was fourth rounders and down. So anybody that was drafted in the fourth round or anything lower could have went on my fourth line. That's why we have like Bernie Nichols, Yuri Curry, Mr. Marky Boy. That is how I built this theme team. It was a great team to use, but we're gonna move on to it to a playoff team. And with that, the 2 team of the season cards, we know what I do when I get carried away on theme teams. These 2 team of the season cards are probably going to get thrown away for power up collectibles. It's just something that happens that I always do. You guys are used to it by now. And then our defense is the exact same. First liners had to be first round draft picks. Second liners had to be second round draft picks. And third liners had to be third round or lower. Adam Fox, third round draft pick, was huge for this theme team. But again, we're going to move on, and he will, yes, be turned into collectibles to help our team out. Roman Josi will be turned in. Everybody's going to be turned in, and I'm going to build the best team I can build out of the playoffs. And there's a lot of good cards. I just got to get them up, and I need fodder to do it. And this is the only fodder I have, so it's got to go, even though it's the most expensive fodder in the game. And yes, I might turn in team builders as well, because why not? Jake Ottinger has been a very serviceable goalie, but he's not a playoff goalie. Playoff event card, so he's going to be on his way. If he comes out in playoff week 3 or week 4 or whatever, we might see a Jake Ottinger, but we'll have to wait and see what MSPs they come out with later on, or even what playoff cards they come out with later on. But for now, Jake Ottinger's off the squad, and we'll probably put Philip Grubauer in there maybe, because he's an MSP goalie, but we got to look at things and we got to design it. This is the fun part, Hut, building teams, and now we're going to get into it. So first thing you do is everybody tradable. When building a new theme team, everybody tradable. Wayne Simmons stays because he is a theme team. He is a playoff card, so he can stay. Patrick Sharp goes. So everybody tradable. The first thing you do is you send them to the trade pile, and then everyone else you send to your collection and go from there. So we remove these players from our lineup, and moving these players from our lineup is tough. A lot of these cards I've loved using, but it gets boring is a good way of putting it, using these same cards over and over again. So it's nothing crazy to freshen it up, guys. You look at it this way. Yes, turning in team of the seasons is absolutely crazy. Exchanging a team of the season costs you a ton to build, costs you a ton to do. But if you're bored of your team, don't hesitate to move on from them. I'm not saying get rid of those guys that way. That's a little crazy. But what I am saying is have fun and move on if you're bored of your team. So let's see what we have so far. So far we have Leon Draisaitl and Wayne Simmons. And then we also have Bernie Nichols. On defense, we picked up Brent Burns, so that's good. And now I'm going to have to go through and fill everything out. That's going to take some time. That's going to take some coins. So I'm going to go do that, and I will come back when I'm all done. And yes, team builders and team of the season will be exchanged to make this happen. Okay, so from a lot of turn-ins and a lot of moving pieces, this is where we're at right now. We're going to need to put some work in. We still have to go get the Nazem Kadri card by turning in the Colorado players, which I am going to do. But what we've got is Patrick Sharp, Wayne Simmons, and then we got Leon Draisaitl with Kyle Connor, Jaromir Jagr, Keith Primo, Doug Gilmour with Kevin Fiala, and then Bernie Nichols. Now, Bernie Nichols will slide over to the left side because he's a right-handed forward, and Kadri will come in the middle. Now, if you're wondering why they're all in 86, because I haven't decided yet how I want to do this team, who I want to build up, who I want to boost up first, but I do have a good amount of power up collectibles to get this done, and I'm only going to get more because I got cards to break down still. So that's my forward line. Remember, I need 2 more. I'll probably have to fill them in with just base cards until I can get 2 more. I have some cards for sale. When they sell, I can do that, but at first, I'm going to have to do something with this defense because we have 4 open spots on D with nothing to put in there, so I'm going to have to figure that out. Now, there is cards, Umberger and Matty Boy, that I can put in my lineup, so I got to get those done, and those will be cards that I can add to my team, getting my forwards done, and I can focus on my defense. So that's where the coins will go from a couple of the sales I got. I got Patrick Sharp up, I got Mark Messier up, I've got Alexander Barkov up, and those coins will go to these 4 slots. And then my goalie is Grubauer. I will get a playoff goalie, but it is the last thing that I need to concern myself with. Grubauer's a little small, so he will probably be a backup for me eventually. I just got to see what goalie that I want to get. So this is the team, guys, for the most part. They should start filling themselves out more, get more rounded, and get better off when I get a couple more of those cards and the Nazem Kadri, which I'm super excited for. I will be getting that tomorrow, probably, real soon. But yeah, I love this team. This playoff team is going to be fun to use and fun to play on the ice. And like I said, I'll probably run this right into Summer of Chell because I got to power all these guys up, and more MSPs are going to come out, right? So next Friday, I'm assuming we're going to see Hut Heroes, and then the Friday after that will be week 3 of playoffs. So I have 2 weeks of rewards to get these cards up before I have the week 3 playoff comes out. So I have time to get fodder for this team and time to get fodder to build up the new MSPs. Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you did enjoy it. Leave in the comment section down below who's your favorite playoff card and who you think should be the captain of this playoff team and why it should be Nazem Kadri. Thank you guys for watching this video. Until next time, ciao, ciao. And I think the card that I need to go after and chase and get after immediately, because as you just seen, my team is lacking on defense. I think I got to go get this Nick Lindstrom. He must be acquired. I think he would be the biggest piece to add to my team. And then also Zubov. Again, defense is hurting in this playoffs event, so I need to get what I can, and those 2 guys are where I'm going to have to go. Now, Roenick is an option, and Harley are options as cheaper options. As you see, I can't get Harley for that cheap, actually. And I can't get Roenick for that cheap, actually. So it won't be going those guys. It will definitely be going Lindstrom and Zubov, as they're the same price as 90s, which is crazy because I know these guys level up, but I don't see them. We'll have to wait and see. Anyway, I don't want to get into that. But those are the guards I'm gonna need.